Let's talk about comfrey root, how you can use it and why you need to use it. Now, comfrey root is derived from the comfrey plant and it's been used for centuries in traditional medicine for its many therapeutic properties. Now, the first way to use it is as a topical comfrey root poultice and been used topically to create poultices for minor cuts, bruises, sprains, strains, and other injuries as well. Here's how to start making a poultice. First, you're going to grind the dried comfrey root into a fine powder using a mortar or pestle or even a coffee grinder. Then you're going to mix that powdered comfrey root with warm water or herbal tea to form a thick paste. You're going to start by applying this paste directly to the affected area and cover it with a clean cloth or a band-aid. Leave it for about 20 to 30 minutes, then rinse it off with warm water and repeat as needed. The second way to use it is to make a comfrey root salve or ointment. Now, comfrey root can be infused into carrier oils. My favorite is olive oil, or you can use black seed oil as well to create a healing salve or ointment. This infused oil can be used topically to soothe minor skin irritations, promote wound healing, and reduce inflammation. If you'd like to create a salve, then you can simply add a tablespoon or two of the beeswax on a double boiler with the infused oil strained, and then you have a wonderful salve or ointment. The third way to use it is to make a gardening or compost. Now, comfrey root can be used in gardening or composting. Comfrey plants, they have deep roots that can mine nutrients from the soil, making them super valuable for compost piles or garden beds. Additionally, also, you can use them as mulch or you can add them to compost to really enrich the soil with nutrients. Now, why should you use it? First of all, it's anti-inflammatory. It contains compounds such as allantoin and rosmarinic acid as well, which all have anti-inflammatory properties. When you start by applying them topically, the comfrey root can help to reduce the inflammation, the swelling, and the pain associated with these minor injuries and musculoskeletal conditions. They're amazing for wound healing. Comfrey root is believed to promote wound healing and tissue repair. Its high content of allantoin is thought to stimulate cell proliferation and aid in the formation of new tissue, helping wounds to heal much more quicker. Number 3, analgesic effects. Now, comfrey root has mild analgesic properties, which really help to alleviate pain and discomfort associated with bruises, sprains, strains, and other injuries. And lastly, it is very skin conditioning. It can help to soothe and condition the skin, making it super beneficial for anyone suffering from minor skin irritations, rashes, or dryness. Really important to use comfrey root cautiously and avoid internal use because of the safety concerns related to fluoridized alkaline content. Now, breastfeeding a pregnant woman and individuals with liver disease and children, please avoid using comfrey root. If you are considering using comfrey root for medicinal purposes topically, it's always best to consult with a healthcare professional for more personalized, individualized guidance and recommendations. I'll see you in the next video. Thinking of using a comfrey root? Here are some warnings and precautions you need to know before you start using comfrey root. So it's really important to pay attention to these warnings and these precautions because they're crucial in order to ensure safe and effective usage because of the health risks that's associated with comfrey root. First off, we have pyrrolizidine alkaloids. Now, comfrey root contains PAs, which are compounds known to be toxic to the liver. They may cause liver damage, especially when you are using them for a very long time or if you're using them excessively. PAs are known to be carcinogenic and can lead to liver damage as well. It can lead to liver failure. Therefore, internal use of comfrey root, including in teas, tinctures, and capsules, is strongly discouraged. You should not use comfrey root internally because of the liver toxicity. You should only use it externally, and I've explained 3 ways in the previous video on how to use it externally in a couple of different ways. That video will be linked in the description box below. Secondly, when it comes to external use, you should only use it externally on intact skin. So please avoid applying comfrey root to open wounds, cuts, or broken skin, because if you do, what happens here is it will increase the absorption of the PAs into the bloodstream, leading to the toxicity and the damage to the liver. Thirdly, please avoid using it during pregnancy and breastfeeding. Pregnancy and breastfeeding periods are not the time to experiment with supplements and herbs. Only use herbs that are approved during pregnancy and breastfeeding, and use them under the guidance of a professional healthcare practitioner. Also, both internally and externally, stay away from comfrey root because of the risks of harm to the developing fetus or the nursing infants. Now, PAs can cross the placenta barrier. They can transfer to breast milk, making it very toxic to the baby. Using comfrey root for children, it's not designed for children because they're smaller size and a developing liver may be more susceptible to the toxic effects of PAs. I would stay away from using comfrey root externally as well on children. And there are also a couple of important information regarding the medicine interactions or interactions with other supplements. So please avoid using comfrey root with a medication that you take on a regular basis, especially medication that affect the liver function or ones that are metabolized by the liver, because what that can do is increase the risk of liver damage or cause adverse effects. Always consult with your healthcare professional before using comfrey root to ensure that it is right for you. In our cases, there can be some allergic reactions. Some people will be allergic to comfrey root. Some people may be allergic to the other plants in the same family as comfrey root. So if you do experience any signs of allergic reaction, for example, we've got rash, itching, swelling, or even difficulty breathing, discontinue use immediately. Seek medical attention as well. Also, the source, you've got to ensure that your comfrey root is from a reputable supplier in order to minimize the risk of contamination. I, for example, use the Star West Botanicals one. I've tried the Frontier Botanicals as well. So choose organic pesticide-free options whenever necessary in order to reduce your exposure to the harmful chemicals and pesticides. I hope that these tips were helpful. If they were, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you on board. I'll see you in the next one. What are the top 7 herbs that you should use and combine with comfrey root if you are looking to maximize the medicinal benefits of comfrey root? Now remember, comfrey root should only be used externally because internal usage can lead to damage to the liver, and I've explained that thoroughly. Number 1 on the list is arnica. Arnica is known for its anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties, making it a wonderful addition to comfrey root preparations because comfrey root and arnica both help in relieving swelling, pain, and bruising that's associated with injuries or musculoskeletal conditions. Second on the list, we've got calendula. Now, calendula is very soothing, very anti-inflammatory for the skin, and it can help to promote wound healing and reduce skin irritation. When you combine it with comfrey root, what happens is calendula here will enhance the healing effects of topical preparations for minor cuts, scrapes, and rashes. Lastly, we have the golden chamomile. Chamomile has anti-inflammatory and calming properties that will help to soothe the skin irritations, promote relaxation, and reduce pain. If you have sensitive skin and you want to use comfrey root externally on the skin, combine it with chamomile. Chamomile and comfrey root in topical preparation will help to enhance their effectiveness in helping to relieve discomfort and also promote skin health at the same time. Number 4 on the list is lavender. Analgesic, anti-inflammatory, and antiseptic properties are all in lavender, making it wonderful for soothing pain, reducing inflammation, and preventing infection. Adding lavender to comfrey root will really help to enhance its therapeutic effects and also make it a lovely aroma as well. Number 5 is plantain, and plantain is known traditionally for wound healing. It's known for its anti-inflammatory properties. It is a valuable addition to comfrey root poultice and salves for helping to promote skin repair and relieving irritation. Number 6 is yarrow. Astringent, anti-inflammatory, and antiseptic properties all help to promote wound healing, reduce inflammation, and prevent infection. Combining yarrow with comfrey root, what that does is it really helps to enhance the effectiveness and maximize the benefits of both of these herbs in helping with minor injuries. Lastly, I saved the best for last. It's St. John's wort. wort. St. John's wort, especially the oil, has wonderful, strong anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties that can help with relieving pain, reducing inflammation, and promoting nerve regeneration. So when you combine it with comfrey root, it can really help to maximize the pain relieving and healing effects of topical preparations, especially when it comes to nerve-related conditions as well as injuries. Please remember not to use all of these herbs at the same time. Use only one at a time. Combine it with comfrey root and it would work really well as well. Also remember to take it into account your individual sensitivities, the potential interactions, the therapeutic properties as well. Start with small amounts of each herb, adjust the blend based on your own response, and always consult with a healthcare professional. Never use if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or on a child, and never use as well if you take regular medication that can interact badly with one of these herbs. If you've enjoyed today's content, like and subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. I'll see you in the next one.